Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again today. Today I'm going to show you how to do a nature spray painting. So this is my example. So it's going to involve leaves from your yard. So these are the leaves, and then I sprayed some paint on there, and then I peeled the leaves off, and this is what is left behind, kind of like a negative shape kind of look there. And then I also did a butterfly here, which I can show you how to do too. So for this project, you're definitely going to need leaves, of course. So I went in my backyard and I picked some interesting shaped leaves. So I tried to make them look as different as possible from each other. Some of them are kind of spiky, some of them are kind of rounded. So I like the different shapes. And you're also going to need paper. So this is a kind of a bigger sheet of paper, and it's kind of a little bit thicker too, because the paint is a little watery, so it's a little bit of a thicker paper. I also have a spray bottle here that I filled with just regular acrylic paint. I squeezed about a teaspoon of paint in here, and then I put about a third a cup of water or so in there, and then I shook it around really good, and it makes a watery paint. And you can test to see if the consistency is good for you. You could just spray it on a scrap piece of paper. I also have, things like scissors. I also have crayons and markers. I'll do my butterfly with that. I've got a glue stick here. I also have some paper towels because this project does get a little bit messy with the spraying. Okay, so let's get started. So for the first step, you're going to want to lay your paper out on a work surface. And then you'll lay your leaves onto your paper however you want them. And you want to make sure that your leaves are flat on there. And they could be kind of hanging off the page a little bit. That's okay. You want to flatten them down a little bit when you set them on. You could flip them upside down too if that would make them lay flatter. Actually, might do that with some of these. Flipping this one around. Yeah, I think I like this flipped around because it actually has better contact with the paper surface. Okay, so once you have a composition that you like with your leaves, you can get your spray bottle. So I've got my spray bottle here, and I'm going to give it a little mix. I've got green paint in here, so we'll see how this works. So you're just going to lightly spray over the whole surface, including on top of the leaves, around the leaves. And if you get too much paint on here, it's going to kind of seep underneath the leaves. So you just want a little bit of a mist. So you're still going to see quite a bit of white underneath the paint. But as you can see, I kind of have a fine mist everywhere. And this definitely is going to get the table a little bit painty, so make sure you have a table that you don't mind getting a little painty. So now I'm going to peel up the leaves very carefully. I'm going to set them out to the side here on a piece of paper towel. And as you can see, it makes a really cool negative space leaf shape. Great. So that one came out really nice, I think. Now you're going to definitely want this to dry. So another option for this technique is using objects from around your house. So toys, any other kind of object you could find around your house that is, of course, washable because you want to wash the paint off. So I went around my house and I collected some toys and some other things, and I'm going to make a composition with these. And these are all things that have kind of interesting shapes and that are also washable. And again, you can have them going off the outside of the page. Okay, so once you have a composition that you like, again, you can take your spray paint and just spray lightly over top of everything. Very light mist. And then you can take your objects off. And there you go. That's more of a found object negative space spray painting. All right, so while my spray painting is drying, I'm going to make a butterfly. So I'm going to start by folding my paper in half. That's how I make butterflies. And then I'm going to take my marker or my pencil and I'm going to draw half of the butterfly. That way when I open it up, the two sides are the same. So at the crease here where it's folded, I'm going to draw my butterfly body. And then I'm going to draw the wings out. Okay. And that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to cut it out right on the crease. Alright, so once I open it up, it'll be a symmetrical butterfly. And this is kind of cool too. You could do something with that as well. Okay, so from here, I'm going to draw with a marker first. I'll draw in the body. And I'm going to draw kind of like an outline of the wing. This is just one way to do a butterfly. There's so many different ways. You could always look up what kind of butterfly you might want to do. Or you could get a book and look at butterflies and get inspired. This is just how I like to do butterflies sometimes. Here, now I broke the butterfly up into some different shapes, and I can go through with my colors and I can color in these shapes pretty nicely. So since I used green paint on my spray painting, I'm choosing colors to color my butterfly that are going to stand out against the green. So reds and oranges and yellows will definitely stand out against the green. But if you wanted to have your butterfly blend into your background, then you can choose greens and things, or whatever color that you chose for your paint. Because sometimes butterflies do blend in to their surroundings. I'm going to go around the edge of my butterfly with this dark gray color, just to kind of give it a nice outline. And you can do your butterfly with paint or markers, pastels, colored pencils, anything you have or want to use. All right. So there's my butterfly, and you can draw eyes on it. Once I have it on the paper, I think I'll draw some little antennas out. And it could be any other bug too. It could be a dragonfly or a beetle. Lots of possibilities. So now that my nature spray painting here is dry, and I've got my butterfly, I'm going to kind of place it around and see where I might like to place it. I think I like it right there, kind of flying up that way. So I'm going to flip it over in a clean workspace, and I'll put some glue on the back. And then I will place it right where I want it, and I'll press down carefully. There we go. And then I think I'll draw some little antennas right on my paper. And then I'll want to let that dry and make sure the edges don't curl up. And there's my picture. Now I could see this being really cool if you put you could even put more little bugs crawling on some of these leaves, or you can go back once it's all dry and draw some more things in here. Draw like a little nature scene or an imaginary scene. All right, so here's my finished piece, and I'm really happy with how it came out. If you have any problems or you make any mistakes when you're using the spray bottle on the leaves, like say you spray too much paint on and it all runs underneath the leaves, or you don't spray enough on, just try again, because this is a really cool process, but it does take some patience and some learning. So if you make a mistake at first and it doesn't come out perfectly, that's okay, just try again. And I also have this one, of course, with my found object painting here, that there can be lots done with this as well. So the possibilities are really endless with these projects. These are just some techniques for you to try and experiment at home with. I hope you had fun learning this technique, and I hope that you try it at home. And if you do, let us know what you've been up to, and we'd love to see pictures of your artwork. And until next time, thank you very much.